They're going to pull up the TODAK with a crazy pick, and now TODAK, they're playing safe. We don't know what's going to happen, but welcome to the first game here. TODAK going up against Orange ESPORTS.
Orange ESPORTS on the blue side, TODAK on the red. I don't know if you guys are excited, but in playoffs, somehow TODAK just brings the best out of people. They really are. Orange ESPORTS is really thinking outside of the box. Mid lane sustainability is going to be great because Yumski and Chiku guys are going to be able to harass him for free.
I'm going to be curious at how much sustainability Stormy is going to be able to out-sustain against a Valentina. But look at the invades coming in from rivals as well as Abe. He's getting a little bit of harassment, but is it worth it considering the amount of damage he's going to be taking? Because the rest of TODAK is going to be coming in. They force the flicker in, and that's a big battle spell being taken out.
Ideally, they want to be able to get the retribution out of rival, but sacrificing his flicker this early on, it's kind of okay.
Right now, honestly, I'm looking at when are they going to fight? What is TODAK looking for? What is Orange looking for? Are they going to wait until the first turtle? Or rivals just going to wait like or either way just invade the jungle of Orange Esport? What are both teams looking for?
Well, it's all about playing it safe, waiting for those force up, especially up with Chiku guys, because if you think about it, Chiku guy has so much opportunity in this particular match. The amount of ultimates he can bring to the table, it could be subways, it could be stormies, and turn the tides in his favor. It's very, very present in this current situation. However, hold that thought for now. Aim, getting a little bit of harassment, but yep, it's all about hitting those level 4s first.
I think I agree with you. I think Chiku guys is going to be the big key player here for the side of TODAK, especially when he can steal Bane's ultimate. Again, when you have just a way to disengage from bad fights, it kind of gives you some opportunities to pick and choose and really focus down on where you want to punish your opponents. But looking at the sub-emblems, just a lot of cooldowns already taken up, a lot of penetration as well.
Yeah, it's just major ultimates being presented to himself. And I think Fatal Link is something that Chiku can actually opt to use it against Orange ESPORTS to actually set up for a couple engagements. Aim looking for the Fatal Links, but just no follow-up whatsoever. So that's a big ultimate down for the first turtle engagement.
It's not looking good because now how are they going to actually contest for this turtle? They still have Stormy, but now the fight begins.
Yep, as you can see, the Black Dragon will be swarming from the side. The Deadly Catch connects on two members from TODAK, but they can't sustain the way through. Fourmain is going to cut the backline, take down Subway. No retribution for Orange ESPORTS, but they still are going to try and force the issue. But it seems like Yumski is going to be taking a little bit more rival, taking a little bit too much time to join the fight, but he needed to secure the purple buff. Now Neo is going to be threatened as he flickers out of there, but TODAK comes up on top with that trade.
Right now, I do want to talk about Chiku guys because just now he had the Fatal Links, but it wasn't executed well. Gideon, throughout this game, are we really looking at Chiku guys to actually take Aim's ult away? And he will be the main engager of the team. Is that really the best way for them to go about the team fights?
Personally, I don't think so. I think having the Fatal Links does pose a threat, and I think that's what they want to hold hostage over Orange ESPORTS. Similarly to their game where they had picked up Minotaur, they want to use the Minoan Fury to kind of control how Orange ESPORTS looks to engage. It's the threat of having a Fatal Links more than anything else rather than the execution.
Yeah, I definitely agree. And seeing how Chiku is hovering and showing that he's got the Fatal Links, you can see the pressure from the side of Orange ESPORTS. They're getting a little bit hesitant, but they force the fight. The Fatal Link comes in, but instant re-engagement. Rival waiting for the right moment to come, and they get the Fatal Link. The blazing duet is going to be there, but the damage is not going to be enough. But TODAK, they might look for a little bit more. Chiku is still surviving it all, but the damage has been done from TODAK.
Yo, I got to give it to you, Gideon. You called it. Like, it's not about how he uses it. It's just like a threat. Talk about what happened just now with Chiku guys waiting on it and then using the Fatal Links to great success.
Exactly. He doesn't have his flicker, so he cannot catch people off guard. He's waiting for the initial engagement from Orange ESPORTS, and especially with Subway here. Oh, Chiku's in trouble. He's dead. He is gone. But coming back to the topic, he's making sure he finds that choke point to catch as many people as possible after the fight has occurred.
Oh, the amount of damage that Subway is bringing to the table. This is going to force Yumski back out of it, but Orange ESPORTS, they will get a little bit of map control, but as of yet, I feel like they need to find another setup once again, and this time, they need to make sure that Chiku does not get the right ultimate.
I beg to defer. I actually think that Orange ESPORTS, what's weak about their draft is the fact that they don't have priority. They're playing so much for the gold lane, they're willing to sacrifice the mid lane as well as the bottom side of the map. So these neutral objectives are really hard to contest.
I actually get what you're trying to get on, Gideon, but right now I do want to talk about Stormy. When will he actually actually be a factor in this game.
Level 12, that's what I'm calling.
Yep, and the turtle coming in. Yoongi gonna be setting things up as well. Rival gonna be sniping the back line. Stormy's gonna be the first to fall. AIM is gonna be next. They force the Black Dragon over 4 maze, but AIM will be able to narrowly escape their lives. Balance still farming towards the mid lane. Chiku also gonna be setting up to try and contest this, but it seems like mid lane control is gonna be way to go for TODAK as they completely blew them out. Chiku scaring Balance off. That means that is gonna be the trip back home.
Yep. Again, this is what we're talking about time and time again. If Stormy isn't there to disengage for the rest of the composition and they try to take the initiative against TODAK, the counter-engage coming from the Black Dragon form and especially the wild charge from Yumski really makes all the difference because they have the early game stats to do so. And Orange Esports, on the other hand, they're going to need a couple of items before they still feel relevant.
But the question is, how long do they have to stall the game? Because right now, TODAK, 3,000 gold lead. Orange Esports, they got to slow the game down. But can they, and is it even worth slowing it down? Can they actually win the late game team fight?
Oh, you can see Chiku, like you said as well, is always going to be threatening with those fatal links. But before that, let's talk about the items real quick before we actually progress. Because as of yet, Stormy is going to be the biggest threat, right? He's got the Clock of Destiny. He's looking for his Lightning Trunket. It needs about like 4 to maybe 5 minutes where we start to see big damage output coming from Stormy. But TODAK, they're just so oppressive. Look at this. They're just shoving Orange Esports back all the way back to base. No lane cuts all the way through. AIM is getting so much information. But what can Orange do at this point? But Chiku, guys, he's going to make an attempt. They catch out Subway out of position. Instantly takes him out.
This is what you want to see out of TODAK. They need to be consistently aggressive because I was expecting, my predictions were to be 8 minutes to 10 minutes is where Orange Esports is really going to show what they have, where they have at least 3 items to contest the damage of TODAK. But considering that it is a almost 5k lead for TODAK, at this stage of the game, with Blade of Heptases already completed from each of their members, they are looking to end this fast and put them down in the dirt before 10 minutes.
Oh, the Orange Esports, they have to make the play. While Chiku, guys, doesn't have his ultimate, well, as soon as I say it, he just got about a couple of seconds, and they need to make some sort of plays. And Chiku, guys, once again, getting the steal on the Fatal Links means they are going to hold hostage on Orange Esports once again until potentially the first Lord.
Right now, honestly, looking at TODAK, it looks like Chiku guy is going to deal quite a lot of damage because I just took a glance on Orange Esports and they're not building a lot of magic resist. Is that going to be a problem come to the first Lord that's going to appear in the game?
It will be an issue, but as of right now, when we're talking about the damage coming in from... Oh no, hold up, Balance. Is he going to die here?
He might.
Oh! What?
He might. Balance is going to get caught off.
Whoa!
Oh, Yumski going to go for the wall charge. Neo stops him in track. He tries to pull him off, but Balance will narrowly escape this. 4 maze forces the Black Dragon. Can they get the finish? Yes, they will. They get Neo instead. They keep Balance alive for now. So a little bit of a glimmer of hope for Orange Esports, but TODAK seems like they understand that the comeback coming from Orange Esports is going to be up onto Balance instead.
It's too difficult. I think right now it's too difficult, and especially with the composition style that Orange Esports has, TODAK can maintain this pressure throughout the game until we see some item power spikes coming out of Orange Esports, and we're expecting that at the 32k mark. So we have to wait for 11k more until Orange Esports feel relevant or could look to even contest neutral objectives.
Oh, it's going to be tough. AIM forcing the flicker, doesn't get the connection. He's going to be stranded as well. Instead, Chiku, guys, goes for another pull. Yumski will be the sacrificial lamb. Aroma for Aroma. 50-50 trades from Orange Esports. That's the best you can ask for them.
1-for-1 trade at this stage of the game. I guess it's all right, a support for a support, but Orange Esports, they need more than this because TODAK can basically hold them back in their base.
Right now, I'm actually looking at AIM because I feel like he is the key factor here. If he's able to catch TODAK slipping, then they can do something because I feel like Stormy on this Bane, he's coming up to a point where he will hurt. He can sustain quite a lot, but he's not going to be tanky. So no matter what, Orange Esports, they got to wait on AIM.
Well, Subway now going to be in a little bit of trouble. He's going to get trapped, and the passive coming from 4 maze didn't exactly proc. He's trying to go in for a side stance, but unfortunately you can still see his glimmer of shadow, and that's going to be the continuation coming from 4 maze. He tries to chunk down Neo, and he will get another one for TODAK. So that's going to be 2 kills. The deadly catch comes in, but he barely tickles down the rest of TODAK. And seeing how this is going, they still have the spells. They can't continue this fight.
Orange Esports is getting farmed right now. That's basically it. I mean, Subway can't walk into his own jungle to farm. Neo is falling further and further behind as he sacrifices pressure to save his teammates. I think if we pull up the item list right now, I'd be interested to see where Valence is on his build. If he hasn't gotten at least his Golden Snap at this stage of the game, I'm pretty sure I saw his Demon Hunter's Sword. Okay, he's got both. Looking on the side of TODAK, we don't see too many defensive items other than the Dominance Ice, and I think there is a chance that Orange Esports might be able to flip a fight.
Yeah, they need to somehow defend this for at least 2 to 3 more minutes. This first Lord engagement is going to be very, very important because we are going to be expecting the full run force of TODAK just dropping you the amount of CCs that you'll be bringing to the table.
Right now, looking at TODAK's composition, they're really looking at Chiku guys or Yumski or even Formaze to engage. My question is, will TODAK will actually be able to engage cleanly, or will they make a mistake giving an opportunity for Orange Esports to actually get the map back into their hands?
Oh, it's gonna be tough because as of yet, they have the information where TODAK is from side of Orange Esports. But as you can see, Valence is gonna be using himself as a bait, but Yumski, he doesn't have the flicker to engage, and they will start things off with Formaze with the Black Dragon, soaking up a couple of damage, but Orange Esports, they are gonna snipe Rival from behind. They did not expect him, instantly takes down Valence. The deadly catch comes in, they have the damage, but they can't seem to go in for the finisher, and TODAK completely understands that Orange Esports is so weak right now, and that is gonna be a wipeout, triple kill for TODAK, and they are gonna potentially take game number 1 against Orange Esports. This is gonna be game for TODAK.
What a first game. I gotta say, man, TODAK today is a different team. Number 1, the draft. Very, very meta draft, as well as the way that they play. Very disciplined.
They don't hesitate. Any of their movements seem very dictated, very clean. It has conviction. With each step they take, they want to press their advantage, and they could play even more passively.